Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and today is going to be a bit of an informal one. I know this is the third week running that I'm in the same outfit and I promise I don't wear the same thing all the time. I'm just filming 3 videos in the same day so that I can put the content out while I'm away. I think I explained that in my last video or the one before that. But yes, I thought I would just come and have a bit of an informal chat with you guys about how I tend to book my Disney holidays. I get a lot of questions all the time about how I book my Disney holidays and the best way to do it, and I'm going to talk about my experience and what I've done in the past. So I can't really speak for every option that is out there, but I thought I'd just talk about what I do. So yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a kind of sit and chat, and hopefully I won't make this too long, but we'll talk about what I've done in the past. So we're going to focus on just Disney World in this video because I feel that that is the best way to do it. I have answered a lot of questions in my Paris Q&A in terms of how I booked Paris. But yes, for the purpose of this video we're just going to stick to Disney World. So yeah, let's go back to 2019. So obviously the first time that I ever went to Disney World was in 2019 and we went in the October. So me and my best friend actually booked everything for that visit through Disney themselves, I believe. Yes, it was Disney themselves. And we booked it at the time that the dining plans and things like that were still a thing. But I think, if I remember rightly, I think we actually paid for our dining plan. We didn't get a free option, we just paid for it. So I believe we booked in the January of 2019 and we booked our flights as well as the hotel and accommodation and park tickets all through Disney. So if I remember back, now I think I'm remembering this correctly, but I'm sure we paid a maximum about £1,400 per person back then, which seems like a crazy good deal considering now how much it costs to go to Disney and things like that. So our flights were included. We flew with Virgin. Virgin are who we've flown with every single time. And yeah, we basically got everything that we could possibly need. So we had the quick service dining plan. We had on-site accommodation at All Star Music, and then we also had things like the Disney Magical Express. The flights were Virgin, so we flew direct from... Did we fly? I think we flew from Gatwick. I want to say that was when we flew from Gatwick, quite potentially, although I could be incredibly wrong, but I'm sure we flew from Gatwick. So yeah, so our first year, that's how we did it. And obviously the dining plan, back then I would highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it, and actually I am so excited that it's back. I just think it's quite a good way for you to kind of spread the cost of food. Now I know that some people will be against the dining plan, it doesn't suit everyone, but I really did enjoy having it. And I didn't mind that we had just the quick service side of things, because obviously we then later on in the trip would actually go to proper places for dining, pay out of pocket for them, and then by the end of the trip, because we had things spare, we just changed it into snack credits and then literally brought the shop out of snacks with all our remaining snack credits and gave them away as gifts. So I thought that was a really good way that you could then use up your credits. I did look like I was hoarding food after that holiday, especially for some reason that holiday TSA wanted everyone to get their... Is it TSA? I keep saying TSA, but anyway. But they wanted us to get all the food out of our bags, so I had packed it all in my hand luggage because of the weight. And it was hilarious because I was just pulling food out. I looked like a hoarder or some kind of food. It was brilliant. But yeah, so that's how we did it, and we stayed on site at All Star Music. Now I know that some of the perks aren't there anymore, so things like the Magical Express doesn't exist anymore, but it was a fantastic service when it did exist. It is just a shame that it's gone, but you can still get like the same sort of alternatives. When we went last year, we took Mears Connect to get to the hotel, and then we did Uber it back. The only reason why we ended up Ubering back to the hotel, back to the airport, was because I'd heard like mixed reviews on how reliable Mears Connect were on the return journey. So we thought we'd just call it safe and get a Uber between us. And I mean, there was 2 of us, so it cost $25 per person, so it really wasn't too bad. And that was at 4 o'clock in the evening, so technically what you would call rush hour time. But yeah. So that is kind of like how we booked our 2019 holiday. And then we did buy our Universal ticket separately. We got a 1-day 2-park ticket, which we're going to be doing this time as well. But I actually don't remember who I bought that with. I'm sure I bought it from an American company, because the British companies don't offer that as an option. So I will probably end up doing the same thing again. So last year's holiday, we ended up booking the flights separately, so I then worked out that actually the charter flights that they put you onto through Disney are about 10 times more expensive than what you pay through the actual companies themselves. So we booked our hotel and park tickets through Disney, and then got the dining credits for last year, so we got $360 in dining credits, and then the $200 gift card from Disney, I believe. Was it 200? Yes, it was 200. So yeah, in terms of that, I mean, I think last year we ended up paying about $2,000 per person, because we ended up deciding to stay at Pop Century. The long and short of it was, obviously, that holiday that we had last year was moved a lot because of the pandemic, and at one point when we were supposed to be going over there, we were supposed to stay in All Star Music again, but it ended up basically being shut at the time that we were supposed to go, so they upgraded us to Pop Century, and then unfortunately when it came round to move it in again, they said you can move it, but we can't honour the upgrade for free. So that was fine, and we decided, because we hadn't been for 2 years and it'd been 2 years in delay, that we were just going to absolutely go for it and just go to Pop Century. So we ended up paying a little bit more for that. And yeah, I have to say, I did really enjoy the dining credits. Oh, I forgot to say, the £2,000 included our flights as well. So we did book our flights. Did we book our flights separately? Or did we not? No, I don't think we did. We didn't book our flights separately. So the £2,000 did actually include our flights, and that was booked through Disney onto charter flights again. So this time is the first time we've actually not booked our flights through Disney. But anyway, now I can't even remember what I was saying. Dining credits. But yes, so we did enjoy the dining credits. The way we ended up doing it was that we spent a lot of the dining credits on things like our quick service meals and on our kind of snacks and drinks and things like that, so we could stretch it out as far as we possibly could. And then we paid out of pocket for like the more expensive stuff. So we had quite a few sit down meals last time. I think we'll do the same again this time. I'm still in the process of trying to think of where on earth we're going to go. There's a couple of definites, like we want to try and get Cinderella's Royal Table for breakfast. That will be magical. I think we're going to try Sanaa this time, because that just sounds amazing. If we could get Ohana for breakfast, I'd be really happy, but even for dinner, because I did enjoy it, but it's a lot of food, like a lot of food. But I did really enjoy the food there. So there's lots of things that we're going to do, and we'll probably do the same thing again. So we'll use our dining credit. I think we've got 400 and something this time, because we're just staying that little bit longer. And yeah, honestly, like I think it's such a nice offer. I mean, Disney don't have to give anything. So yes, we will make it go as fast as we possibly can, and then obviously we've got that $200 gift card again this time. So yeah, so £2,000 was what we spent last time, again booking completely direct through Disney. Now this time we have spent $1,800 per person, I want to say. So we're staying on site at All Star Music. We booked the hotel direct through Disney because it just worked out to do the cheapest. Because I'm a nurse, I get Blue Light Card discounts, so that really helped. That was 5% off. And then obviously we bought our tickets through Disney as well. And then we booked our flights separately. So we booked our flights through Virgin in the sale. So I think we paid £606 per person for the baseline flight, and then we spent a little bit extra to book those like further to the front of the plane seats. I'm so annoyed with myself because when the flights first came out, they were offering us an upgrade to premium economy for £185. I thought, oh, that's expensive. Little did I know that was actually dirt cheap, and I should have just booked it there and then, but hey. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. So yeah, that's how we booked it, and that's how much it's costing us this time. So yeah, I mean, I love Disney and I will do it for as cheap as I can, but I do feel better staying on site. I just feel a bit more safer and securer, and I think it's just the way that we prefer to do it. Like, I really like staying on site with Disney. We will not be taking our next trip probably until 2025. I think we've agreed on June, me and my best friend. So we will be saving up, and I think we'll go a little bit more all out for that one, and just make it a little bit more exciting because we've got a bit longer to save. But yeah, so that is kind of like the basis of how I kind of book my trips. It is always through Disney. I know this was probably a really boring video of me just chatting at you, but if anyone has any like questions on booking Disney and how to do it or anything like that, please pop it in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you and try my best to answer it. And if I get lots of questions, then I can make a whole video on the questions and things like that. Feel free to also message me on Instagram if you've got any questions or you want any help with anything. But yeah, so just let me know. But thanks again, you guys. It's always a pleasure coming on and having a little ramble at you guys. I promise that my videos will get a little bit more exciting soon. I'm just kind of in a bit of a lull at the moment, because I haven't really got anything too major planned with Disney, but I don't want to not give you guys some content, but I don't want it to also be really rubbish content that I'm putting out. So yeah, I'm just trying to do little bits here and there. I'm hoping for a few more exciting videos once I get back from my holiday, and then obviously as we approach the August-September time, there's going to be lots of kind of like Orlando planning and packing, and like I'm going to do a whole video of when I book my dining plan, so you guys can see exactly how to do that and just watch step by step as I do it. But yeah, and then obviously pack with me videos and all of that sort of stuff. So I promise from August it will get a lot more exciting, and then from October obviously you'll have all the vlogs from Orlando. They will go up once I get back. Obviously I can't do it while I'm out there because I'm human and I really don't think I can do that. I know some people can, but me, no. But yeah, so thank you again for all your love and support on my little channel and on my Instagram page. If you like the content, then please give me a like, a comment and a subscribe, and if you're really enjoying the content, hit the little notification bell in the corner and it will let you know when I upload. But yes, thank you again guys, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.